Good morning, dear students. Let us begin the science online lesson. Today we are starting a new lesson, Metamorphic Rocks, page 97 to 98. Lesson objective: to discuss how metamorphic rocks are formed. To identify the properties of metamorphic rocks. Open page 98 in your textbook. Metamorphic rocks. Hope you remember about the two types of rocks that we have learned in the previous lessons. First is about igneous rock and second was sedimentary rock. The third type of rock is metamorphic rock. Skilled craftspeople created these beautiful buildings from natural rock. The rocks of two buildings look and feel very different. One is made of limestone and the other is made of marble. This is Bath Abbey and it is located in England. It is a church located in England and it is made of limestone. Taj Mahal is a monument that is located in India. Both are made of the same chemical. Both has the same chemical, that is calcium carbonate. Okay, but they look entirely different. Let us see the properties of limestone and marble. The properties of limestone: it is whitish, grey or cream, while marble is usually white, often has whirling streaks or spots of pale green, brown, red, blue or yellow. Streaks means like thin mark or line. The texture: the surface often rough. For limestone, the surface is often rough and tiny rounded grains. There will be gaps between the grains. Fossils are often visible. While in marble, the surface is usually smooth. Interlocking crystals, they are evenly sized. There will be no gap and usually no forces will be seen. Reaction with dilute hydrochloric acid. As we learned in the previous lesson, when the limestone reacts with hydrochloric acid, it produces a gas, that is carbon dioxide. Physis means like when you open the cola bottle, we can see it coming out. This is called fizzing. The same reaction happens when marble also reacts with hydrochloric acid. It fizzes to produce carbon dioxide gas. Let us answer the textbook questions. Give two differences between limestone and marble. As already discussed, limestone is whitish, grey or cream. Marble is usually white with patterns or spots of other colors. Limestone usually has a rougher surface than marble. Is limestone an igneous or sedimentary rock? We already learned in the previous lesson. Yes, of course, it's a sedimentary rock. Name one product of the reaction of limestone with hydrochloric acid. The last lesson we have learned about the reaction of limestone with hydrochloric acid. Three products were formed. Hope you remember: calcium chloride, carbon dioxide and water. You can write any one of these. Why do limestone and marble react with acid in the same way? As I already told you, both of them are made up of the same mineral, that is calcite. The chemical name is calcium carbonate. Marble from limestone. Okay. Actually, from where do we get marble? Marble is actually obtained from limestone. The limestone somehow changes into marble. I will tell you how. Okay. Here, can you imagine what is happening 15 kilometers beneath our feet? Just imagine. Okay, the conditions are hostile beneath your feet. Just 15 kilometers below the Earth's surface, the temperature is scorching 400 degrees Celsius. The pressure at the depth is 4,000 times greater than the surface pressure. In some places, the hot magma comes close to the surface. It will heat up the surrounding rock. Heat makes the rock change. As you know, when you're heating a rock, even if you're heating a rock in a fire, it will change, right? So the same thing happens for the limestone also. When the limestone gets hot, its atoms arrange themselves in a new pattern. This makes big crystals which interlock tightly, and a new rock is made, and the name of that rock is marble. There is no chemical change when limestone makes marble. Both the rocks are made of calcite, that is calcium carbonate. White marble is pure calcite. Colored marble, I hope you have seen also the colored marble. The colored marble has tiny amount of other minerals mixed with the calcite. These show up as streaks or spots of other colors. Marble can be translucent. I hope you know about translucent. We have learned about opaque, translucent, transparent in the lesson light. So that is, it will let the light to pass through it. So It sometimes seems to glue. Marble is soft enough to carve. It makes stunning sculptures. Sculptures means models. The Romans worked out how to use cement to stick marble to walls and how to cover buildings with marble. I hope you have seen the floorings made of marble. Question number 5. Explain why limestone and marble have different textures. As already discussed, limestone is rough because it is made from grains and there are tiny gaps between the grains. Marble is smooth because it is made from interlocking crystals. What makes marble streaky or spotty? It is because of the tiny amounts of other minerals that make it spotty or streaky. What properties of marble mean that it makes good sculptures? I told you about sculptures, it means model. It's because it is soft enough to carve and it seems to glue. Now let us learn how metamorphic rocks are formed. Okay, as you know, marble is a metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rocks form when heat, high pressure, or both change igneous or sedimentary rocks. The rocks remain solid during the process. They do not get hot enough to melt. This is a statue made of marble. In what ways are metamorphic rocks different from igneous and sedimentary rocks? Okay. The metamorphic rocks are formed when heat or high pressure change sedimentary and igneous rocks. Actually, the metamorphic rocks is obtained from igneous and sedimentary rocks, but the difference is that the high heat and pressure changes the properties. Slate is a dark grey metamorphic rock. This is the picture of slate. It makes excellent roofing tiles because it easily splits into smooth flat sheets. Slate is made from mudstone. Hope you remember about mudstone. Mudstone, we have learned about mudstone in the previous lesson. It is actually a sedimentary rock. This may a mixture of minerals. When new mountain forms, high pressures underground squash mudstone. Water is squeezed out. There are chemical reactions between the different minerals in the mudstone. New crystals form and arrange themselves in layers. If the mudstone contains fossils, so will be the slate, right? If the mudstone, we are obtaining slate from mudstones, that means the mudstone has fossil, that means slate will also be having fossil. But the thing is that it will be squashed because of the high pressure and temperature. How metamorphic rocks are formed. Now let us see a video to understand the process.
Now, let's learn about the third type of rock. These are called metamorphic rocks. Let's again focus on names. Metamorphic is derived from the word morph, which means to be transformed or to change. Yes, you understood right. Metamorphic rocks are changed forms of igneous and sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed when other types of rocks are changed due to a lot of heat or pressure. See in this picture, a lot of heat from molten magma and a lot of pressure from upper layers is causing a few of the sedimentary rocks to change. Marble and slate are two types of metamorphic rocks. Marble is formed when limestone, which is a sedimentary rock, comes under a lot of pressure from above. Similarly, slate is formed when clay is changed by heat and pressure.
Let us come back to the textbook questions. Question number 9. What makes mudstone change to become slate? As you have seen in the video, that is because of high pressure. The high pressure changes mudstone into slate. The squashed fossils. This is a squashed fossil. Okay, in the slate can tell you the direction of the pressure that squashed them. Use diagrams and words to explain how. We are seeing the fossils here, right? This actually, as you know, the mudstone, the slate is obtained from mudstone, right? The mudstone has fossil, but the thing is that in the mudstone, what is happening? Because of the high pressure, it is getting squashed. And if you can see that the pressure on this fossil is from the above. The fossil will become elongated as shown. We can see that the force is from the above, so it's becoming elongated like this. Today's homework. I have attached the worksheet. Complete the worksheet and submit it on or before 6th April. Also, write the notes in your notebook. Thank you.